started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Judicials offense will have the first crack at it in this one. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse. But it's not about you. And this is a team game.
Oh, he's got some space. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Judicials come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground, he's got it again. Got room to work. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Up to 45 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. Gets the back moving. Give to the fullback. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again. Pass those tests.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Georgia Southern's offense headed onto the field. help them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games.
Turning it on! And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll send the back in motion. The option look. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Bridges. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Handoff from the gun. Running into the open space. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
27, jump.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They make the stop, good pickup there on first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Guys, let's look at the big picture for Georgia Southern. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Georgia Southern comes to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold on.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the run, it's O'Neal. Powers through the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's up to 57 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. Goes to the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room. Pick it up. The Judicials will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff to the single running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Eagles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
Here we go.
They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes a handoff. It's Burks. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll run it again. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now this offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the judicials with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Matthews. Stumbled to the ground.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually had
and the field goal unit is on the field. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just run him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 pounds.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to...
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
Fires toward the end zone. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the pre down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the Gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's York. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Brings up 2nd down.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He uncorks one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Snagged in the middle. It's York. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys have got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
Looking to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. One more snap coming before halftime. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down. 32 after a pickup of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss, get it together.
Trying to set up the screen. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Burks. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Give to the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the option. Turning it on. Oh, better look out. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Judicials. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Still running up the 40. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The hand to the running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
The short hands, it's Harris. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. The Eagles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Sends it back in motion. Run it with the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. He'll take it himself. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. There he goes. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Power football with the run. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Judicials decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have the offense again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Makes the grab over the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking really good.
We reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Here we go, here we go. Gives it to the back on the draw. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Let's talk for a second about Georgia Southern. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Matthews. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them.
Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Makes the grab. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Using his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle. It's Harris. Turns it on in midfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He's got it on the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
Man, I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Surging forward on the sneak.
And how nice has it been to have a big physical quarterback like this guy, right? You got 4th and short, quarterback sneak, everybody knows it, but he's just plowing into that offensive line and driving his legs, pushing forward to pick up the first down.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the Judicials come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. At midfield, he's got room.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go into the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.